Mr. Hoffman, are you comfortable?
Oh, I'm a new man. Only a cutting-edge hospital would know to prescribe a miracle drug such as this aspirin. My blinding head pain has evaporated, my vision's clear, my paralysis is gone, and the fingers and toes I lost to frostbite have magically regenerated. Plus, I've lost 25 pounds and I could swear I have a full head of hair.
I'm putting down no change.
I heard you outside my door. You decided I'm lonely.
Well, aren't you?
If there's one thing I hate, loathe, more than ignorance, it's pity.
Are you telling me I made an incorrect diagnosis?
Lonely isn't a diagnosis.
Neither is desperately seeking attention.
You don't think I'd stay in this bastion of incompetence if I had any other choice?
Mr. Hoffman, there's nothing wrong with you.
I lost someone unexpectedly in the prime of life. I thought they were years ahead, but in a single phone call, those years were gone. We live in denial, believing that those we love will still be there when we want them. Denial can be a great comfort, but it's powerless against a phone call. Don't ever let anyone tell you that there's always time. It's a lie.
Possess your soul in patience.
Hey, I'm the embodiment of patience. I just don't know if I like the idea of you going out there on your own.
I'm off to get you a lovely surprise. I'm not going far.
Really? Come here. Be careful, okay?
Have yourself a sweet dream. When you wake up, I'll be back.
So can we all just suck it up and be supportive for Tracy's sake?
Thank you, Lulu. You give new meaning to maid of honor.
Yeah, I'll do whatever you want, Tracy. And if I move in with Maya, then I'll be more accessible for my groomsman duties.
Okay, wait a minute. We need to talk about this. Luke? You have not lived up to your end of our deal.
Check your carrots, baby. That is some bling button you're sporting.
Well, actually, I was referring to, the prenup.
Oh, that. Oh, yeah. Well, I'll get to that. I just haven't had an opportunity to have my lawyers look it over yet.
You don't have lawyers. I'm going to check the flowers.
Either you cohabitate or the deal is off.
Okay, fine. But I'm just gonna need some time to make arrangements.
What kind of arrangements? I'm giving you the whole East Wing, for God's sake.
The East Wing? Haven't I always told you, Lulu, this family togetherness thing is just a fantasy? It's a fantasy perpetrated by greedy corporations to peddle their dreams and delusions.
Dad, I think I want to have a talk with you.
Okay.
Don't let anyone ever tell you that the worst thing that you can do is to do nothing, because that's actually doing something. What's way worse is taking action too late, man. Do you follow? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Because what might have happened if you had done something when you didn't do anything, that can't happen now because it's too late. That can't happen anymore.
Good. That's well said, brother. Well said. What are you doing here?
How you doing?
Oh, I see. I see you all played, Coleman. I didn't mention not calling my brother, but I should have.
No
I
problem.
shouldn't have called him.
No problem. I was just passing by. Let's get you home.
You're a good brother, Mikey. I'm better than I deserve.
Yeah, me out of prison. The least I can do is drive you home.
I gotta get my jacket. Could you look at me so I can get my jacket?
Oh, sure.
So good, brother.
I just came by to drop off some contracts. Very serious business, although not nearly so serious as what I see before me.
I'm sorry, is there something going on that I
Okay,
should know
Diane
about?
disapproves of me. And that's why she calls me out of my personal life. And so she could, charge me triple. And the reason I tolerate it is because I think she's she's a very good lawyer. Could be great, but she's good.
I am great. And because I am so great, you pay me a fortune for my advice.
Is there any way that I could pay you to leave?
You are my client, technically. So are you, Miss Barrett, since I provided representation on the night you gave your statement.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah, I did pay you for that.
No, actually, I think Jason paid me for that, but you'd have to talk to Bernie about that. He's the
Okay,
one who keeps
you
the
can go
book.
ahead and go now, Diane, because and charge Jason, not me.
Ms. Barrett, Brenda, may I be perfectly frank?
Please.
I really admire your work. I worship your sense of personal style. I just wish I could wear those clothes. But you have now become a complication that my client simply cannot afford.
Diane, you're interrupting a very, romantic evening I was going to have here.
I don't know if we should talk about this. I mean, is she right? Does it hurt you to be with me?
No. Listen, she gets to deal with my legal problems, but as far as my personal life, it's none of your business.
Absolutely right. Absolutely right. Until your personal life becomes a legal problem, which it clearly has as far as Claire Walsh is concerned.
She's the one who saved me from the car bomb charges, so what are you talking?
A noble gesture. And I'm sure when she made it, she thought she would simply set you free and wish you well. But noble gestures have a way of turning sour, Sonny, especially when the woman concerned is left sitting in the wreckage of her career.
Okay.
And the man involved doesn't...
Good night.
Please sign these whenever the mood strikes. I will be back to pick them up later. It's always a pleasure seeing you.
She overreacts. This is drama, and she likes to
You need to tell me
manufacture.
if she's right.
You just gotta ignore her.
I mean, is this something that we should take a minute to just talk about?
Oh, what made me think this was a good idea?
I don't know. Did something happen that made you want to get hammered?
Oh, yeah, I guarded Brenda tonight. Me and her in the backseat of a limo. I don't know. I got her to her fancy party, and then I got her home. And the whole while I did what I always do. I just made her laugh and hope she didn't see.
And see what?
That I still feel the same way I felt about her when I didn't have the guts to tell her the first time. There was just one moment. And I put her in the car and I let her go without telling her how I felt. And I wanted to be with her. And that I would have been and done anything she wanted.
Do you think Brenda would have stayed with you if she'd known?
Hell no. Well, I don't know. I mean, it's too late now anyway. I mean, I didn't even think about this for the longest time. I mean, not unless I saw it on the front of a magazine or... I moved on with my life. I fell in love with Lulu. I thought I'd never see Brenda ever again. And now I see her all the time.
All right, what are you up to, Dad?
In what regard?
Well, I just have this feeling that you're gonna scam Tracy before you marry her.
No. Put that out of your mind. It's not going to happen. I love that woman.
Okay, well, she's left herself very vulnerable to marry you, and she trusts you.
Yes, I know. Sweetheart, what's going on here? Are you sure all this concern is for Tracy's feelings?
You're late.
Couldn't get you, eh?
What do you have for me?
Detective Spencer and I will be at the bank tomorrow. Follow the girl in the red beret. She's the decoy. Lucky will think the plan worked, and I'll be able to get what the Vulcan needs.
All of your numbers seem to be normal. You should try and get some rest.
Unless you plan to drug me insensible, I'm not optimistic.
You might surprise yourself.
Do you commonly wallow in platitudes?
Only when they apply. I enjoyed our conversation. There isn't always enough time, and I appreciate the reminder.
So did Mr. Hoffman have anything nice to say about me yet?
Theo has a strange way of looking at some things, but once in a while he hits the mark.
Look what I picked up for you. Saw this bakery when I first got here.
Really? No way. These Dutch apple cookies?
You know about them.
Yes, I do.
Oh, I was hoping to introduce you to something very special.
Oh, trust me, you already have. Wow.
Yeah, I used to eat these as my midnight treat when I was tending bar in Amsterdam.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, I lived in Amsterdam for a while.
Really?
Yeah. I was about 7. I used to always try to sneak these when my mom wasn't looking.
Somehow that doesn't surprise me.
Would you have ever guessed when you walked into that pub in Galway and smacked my face that we would end up like this?
It's my lucky day.
Why are you so determined to hate him?
I don't hate him. I really don't. I just, I'm not fond of his career choice.
It has to be more than that.
All right, look. Dante's a lot like me. He's hooked on adrenaline. He wants to live on the edge because if he doesn't, he doesn't feel alive.
So what? I don't have a problem with that.
All right. But you have to realize adrenaline is like a drug. It's addictive. And it takes more and more as time goes by to feed that addiction. Now look, his grandfather, Mike, right? He's addicted to gambling. His dad, Sonny, is addicted to power.
You're addicted to freedom and taking whatever you want.
Yes, I am, and I've made peace with that, and so is Tracy. My question is, what are you going to have to make peace with? Dante is a cop. A cop has an opportunity every day of his working life to be killed. Don't want that to happen, but there it is. And he's addicted to the rush, and the rush makes you take chances, and I'm just asking, are you ready to make peace with that?
You think Sonny and Brendan are actually good for each other?
I don't know. My dad loves her, but he also said all the love in the world can't help two people that aren't right for each other.
Really?
Yeah.
When exactly did he say that?
Before Jason brought Brenda back from Rome.
He's changed his mind big time now, bro. Oh, they're together tonight, right now. Just getting started on their happily ever after.
Just no wonder you got drunk.
Do you think things are moving too fast?
Not from where I'm
Oh,
standing.
you don't think that we should wait?
Are you questioning what?
No, you just, no.
Well, then there's nothing to wait for.
No, but you don't want to just make sure everything's going to be okay? I mean, can we just forget about the rest of the world?
That's what I want, okay?
I just think we just need to wait a minute.
What do you need for to be sure? Do you need a signed affidavit?
No, let me just,
What?
I'll call you in the morning, okay?